I'm going looking for garage sales. Went to one this morning, got up super early for Jenny. Got some good things. Not amazing, but good. But I love going to Jenny's garage sales because you never know. There's always tons of stuff. And it's always new every time, so that's good. But I have to say the garage sale season has been really whack. It's been really whack. I think it's because it's been so rainy and wet, right? And I am following this person who's going 10, 11 miles an hour, looking obviously for the same garage sale as me. They're following the same signs, but I think they're trying to annoy the crap out of me because they're just not going. They're just inching along. I mean, they're slow, and then they're slow, and then they're slow. Yes, we are going to the same garage sale. Okay, you're pulling up over there. That's fine. Good for you. I'm going to go over here. Awesome. Now everybody's happy. All right, let me go see what I got, and I'll let you know. Yee. Okay, so I know when we stopped talking a second ago, I was saying garage sale season has been pretty not so great. Not so good. The weather has been really, really rainy. So it just seems like they are always getting rained out. And then there's not as many church ones as I'd like either. Maybe in the fall, maybe they'll have some, I don't know. So, okay. Went to Jenny this morning, got some stuff, I'll show you. And then this one, I know this one's been going on since Thursday, so normally it wouldn't really be my thing to go. And she did say she had a ton of jewelry. She got cleaned out. I did get I got a necklace and earring set. It's a nice bit of costume jewelry, so I'm happy with that. And then a little purse I got. I'll show you. But the lady that was running the garage sale with her friend or sister, I see her out at garage sales all the time. So I don't know if it was some of the stuff, you flip it back out into a garage sale and I don't know, or not, who knows. It's been very lackluster, I guess we could say. That's a good word for how I'm feeling about the garage sale season. And you know me, garage sales are my favorite. I love the garage sale time, which is most of the year here. But normally, summer, but maybe when it starts cooling off, maybe it'll pick up in October because it is hot and rainy for sure. So I spent $21 at Jenny's. I spent $3 with this one, which is not bad. I always get good stuff with Jenny. I mean, this time it was okay. It wasn't like way amazing, because sometimes I get way amazing stuff. Plus, Jenny said she might be moving, so that kind of stinks. But, okay, you could have gone bike. Yeah, Jenny might be moving, far, like Arizona or something, so I'm not commuting to her garage sales in Arizona. They reopened the Starbucks. They closed our Starbucks for a while, which I don't really go to Starbucks like I used to. There's a local coffee shop, locally run and owned, and it's actually closer to my house, so generally I'll go there for the most part, but they didn't open till 7, I think, 7. So it was about 6:30, 6:45, because I was at Jenny's early. I left the house at 6:20 to go to Jenny's, which is good, because then I get it out of the way, and they can go, oh my goodness, that was a hard fall. Walk it off. You're good. Walk it off. Yeah, whatever I was saying. Yeah. Early. Go to Jenny's early. Yes. So go to Jenny's early, and then off to the rest. Everybody else. But, okay, so here's the thing. This is really why I went to Starbucks. We can't go in our kitchen right now. We're getting tiled. Our kitchen is getting tiled. This is not reseller related at all. It is costing money related for show, but we needed it done. One, we got hardwood in the kitchen, or had hardwood in the kitchen, and I love hardwood. Most of the rest of our house is hardwood, but in the kitchen, the problem with having hardwood is that if your ice maker goes out, or your dishwasher overflows, or whatever, water, the coffee maker overflows, so the wood near the refrigerator, the wood under where the coffee maker is, and water, wood starts to warp and discolor. So it just got to where it's uncomfortable, because you're catching your foot on stuff and it hurts. So we decided to get the kitchen tiled, and I'm excited about it because I like a bright kitchen. I mean, my mom and I just popped into this like cabinet and floor place the other day just to see. I'm not into the dark. Like some of the pictures they had like before and after, I was like, I like the before picture better, because they were taking all the white cabinetry out and putting in these like dark cabinets. Now the shape of the dark cabinets were nice, then the dark countertops, and then the dark like slate floors and stuff. And I like that too. I like the slate floors, but I like a bright kitchen. I don't know. So my kitchen cabinets are white. The walls are yellow. The countertops are black. I gave in on that with my husband. The countertop. But I really wanted light floors. So they're like this white and gray look. Anyway, so that's going on. Oh, that's why I had to go to Starbucks this morning. Why am I talking about the floors again? Oh yeah, the tile guys said you can't go in the kitchen because they're coming back today to finish. So they have it all like set, ready for the next step. So I couldn't cook dinner last night, darn it. And we couldn't, go make coffee or breakfast for the kids. So I had to go to Starbucks and get coffee and, those protein boxes. We like those a lot. That's like egg and fruit and cheese and stuff in it. So I got 3 of those. I'll eat when I get home. I can't eat early. I mean, some days I have to force myself. You're just listening to me ramble. That's okay. Some days I have to force myself to eat, but I have trouble eating early. Anywho's, we're just gonna make it Vloggy-Vlog style. What else? I don't know if you want to hear about the ringworm stuff. I'm so over it. I wish I was over it, is what I'm saying. I've already lost my mind like 3 times throughout this process. Bad. And it's really affected my temperament. I don't know if you probably can tell in my videos and stuff. And actually my video with Zahir, this is what I say. Making YouTube videos really does a lot for me mentally. I was like on the point of panic attack, before I started the show with Zahir the other day, because I just found out I had ringworm in my hair again. And the doctor was saying something about my liver, because this medicine can affect your liver, blah, 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 So I was crying, and I was calling Randy and like, oh my gosh, at that point of like panicky hyperventilation and trying to pull it together, trying to, rally my spirits. Pardon me. So when I say that I love making videos and I love talking to you guys and I love all of this, I mean it. Like, it does so much for me. And the thing is, like, I've heard people say that before too. I know Graveyard Girl talks about that a bit, and some other people as well, because I don't know, it does. And I have people say, you're always in such a good mood, but it puts me in a good mood, and part of it is I am forcing myself to get up, make myself look presentable, you know, put on some makeup, fix my hair, take a shower, whatever, you know, and then come on and, you know, it's not a fake thing. It's not like fake it till you feel it kind of thing. Like, once I get into the process and once, like, the camera starts rolling, I really start getting happy, you know? And there are some, I mean, some people have said on some of the videos, you know, like, Margaret needs another cup of coffee, you know, or something like that. But that's just me, like, having a day, you know, where I'm pushing through. Oh, man. Are you kidding me? This garage selling one table full of baby type clothes. Okay, I'm not stopping. I'll just keep talking to you. So, if you have been on the fence about doing videos, I mean, do it. I always encourage people to do it, you know, if they're, and that's the thing too, somebody else mentioned they were interested in doing it, but they didn't want to show their face. Well, like, you don't have to show your face, you know, I mean, just, lots of people just show, like Jen, she shows her face sometimes, Pudgy Picker, but she just puts her stuff, her haul out on the table. And I think too, it's not that I'm in front of the camera, but it's the interaction, like, you really get to know people, and most of you, if you're watching, you already know people that watch YouTube videos, or you see them in the comments or in chats and things, you know, and most of the time, you know, your friends are happy to come watch and comment and things. And so it's really nice to have that sense of caring and community, you know, because I have people still asking, you know, how my mom's doing, and it's nice, you know. It's nice. So you get to know people. You get to care about people. There is a big Mercedes van thing, like a big one. And it's got a camera on the back, like at the top. So I don't know if the camera's pointing at me or if it's pointing at the back doors to see if anybody's messing with their back doors. Some people like it when you mess with their back doors. I don't, but whatever. Maybe Mercedes does. So, also, you know, my mom's not driving still. That's happening. I don't know that she's gonna drive anymore, which is fine. I don't mind, you know, taking care. Gosh, look at me. Ugh. I'm gonna have to freshen up a little bit. It's real, whatever. So yeah, mom's not driving anymore, so I'm driving mom. Took her out the other day, looking for my concealer. Concealer is my friend. It's over there. And you know what that is? That's not even a pimple. I used to smoke. I'm gonna get off tangent again, of course. I used to smoke. I smoked for like 15 years. For real. Maybe a little less. 14. I started smoking in high school when I was 15 or 16. And I smoked, I quit maybe for 2 years in college. But then I smoked all the way up until I met Randy. So I quit smoking 2 weeks after I met Randy. And it was not because he asked me to. It was because I knew he was a keeper. And I didn't want to do anything that might jeopardize that. And he didn't, like he still says, he never asked me to quit. He said he would have never asked me to quit, you know, because he's not that kind of guy. But he was so athletic, and he had his together, and he, you know, he was not like any other guy I had dated before. Because I always went for the bad boys, you know. I always dated the bad boys. I married a bad boy. Not Randy, the one before him. But that was... Boy, you're getting the earful from me this morning. You're hearing my history. Yeah. So I quit smoking at that point. So I was... Let's see, how long have we been married? 12 years? So I was in my 30s. 31 or something when I quit smoking. But it was good. It was good. And it was tough. And it was tough. I used the nicotine inhaler, so I would still get that it looked like a little like cigarette almost, you know, and you would snap it and get the nicotine through that. And it worked for me, so that was good. But it was a long process quitting, because even after I was done with that, and it felt like I was done smoking, I would miss it. Like, I would see people smoking in their cars, and I would think, gosh, they're so lucky they get to smoke. And I would here's what I would tell myself: when you're an old lady and it doesn't matter anymore, you can smoke again. But now, I mean, I've gotten past that. It's been, 12 years, maybe 13 years. And I'm good. I don't miss it anymore. And I never liked the smell or the taste of it, that's for sure. But I don't miss it anymore. And I don't think I'm going to smoke again. Nope. Yeah. But yeah, Randy, he wasn't like anybody I had dated. After my divorce, I sat down and I said, that's enough. I'd been in 2 long-term relationships before that didn't work out. And then with with my ex-husband. And so I just had to sit down and say, okay, that's it. Time to get real. Time to write down some non-negotiables. I'm 30-something now. 30, 29, 30, 31, somewhere in there. And so I did. I made myself stick to it. And if they didn't meet certain criteria, which may sound harsh, but I had to do it. If a guy didn't meet certain criteria, couldn't do it. Didn't matter how cute they were, charming, whatever. And they weren't hard criteria either. You would be surprised as a 30-year-old woman how many guys, 1, didn't have a full-time job, part-time job. 2, didn't have a vehicle, which is important where we live. In some places it may not matter, but I'm in Houston, so it matters. Vehicle. Or they lived at home still. Literally. From the time I got divorced, I don't know if I attracted that kind of guy. I don't know. But every guy was like, didn't have a car, still lived at home, didn't have like a job. It was like a part-time job. And this is when the economy was still okay. So I just had to say, we can hang, but I can't get serious about you. And I was very upfront, very, very upfront. And it broke my heart there's a guy that I'm still friends with. I'm not close with him anymore, but we're friends on Facebook and all that, who I really liked a lot. But he didn't have, I don't know, the ambition to do more. I felt like, he did live with his grandparents, but he was helping them, so that was not a tick against him at all in my book. I was like, yeah, family's important. You got to take care of your family. But the fact that he was really talented. So it just killed me to see this talented guy not doing anything about it, not pushing himself. Because I'm not that kind of person. I'm like, I push myself, and I don't know. It was hard to watch, with him I did try, like, okay, I'm gonna give this a shot and see if we can get this moving. Maybe he just needs the right woman behind him to get him moving. And then I realized, no, and so we probably got together and broke up 2 or 3 times in a short frame of time, and he probably thought I was nuts, because I would just say, I just can't. It's going against what I said I was going to do. I can't be the driving force for another person. They have to have that internally, because once, you can't be that driving force for somebody. I don't know. So that was a shame. And then the guy I sort of was talking to, this one lived at home too. And so this was right when I met Randy, this guy. He literally told me he was happy living paycheck to paycheck, and he didn't see the need for doing any more than that. And that to me was the end. Bye. That's it, you know. So that was that. And that's when I met Randy right around that time. It was amazing to me though. I get now, like, the economy's bad, the housing market, it's expensive, it's hard to get a house. Housing can be really expensive. And let's say you have to, like, stay with your family, whatever, you're saving money. But have that drive, you know what I mean? To be trying to do more or contribute to your family. I mean, most of these guys that were still living at home were not doing anything to contribute to their, it was just like, to me at that point, if you're a grown man living at home, what are you doing to help your family? What are you doing to contribute and not just, I don't know. And even, I know some families will probably say, no, I don't want you to spend your money, you're trying to save money, whatever. But there are other ways to contribute. There are other ways to contribute. How did we get onto this topic? I wish I'd known then what I know now, about, I don't know. Would it have stopped me from dating the bad boys? Who knows? Boy, this is getting long. I followed the signs and there was nothing. Nothing. Okay, turning around. I like the street names over here, though. They're all British. Tower Bridge, Westminster. I am in an area that I rarely go to. This is how bad it is. Garage sailing is bad this season. That's okay. This may be one of those vloggy videos that you never see. I have a lot of those. I record a bunch and then decide, I'm not going to upload that. You don't want to know about that. You don't want to see that. Alright, I guess I'm going to turn off.